Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Yes, I am back with yet another video this week, and as you guys can see by the title, today I am going to be sharing with you guys something that is truly personal, something that I haven't shared with people, like I've never ever shared it with people. And I just thought that it would be great to share it with people because I just want to, get it off my chest. I want you guys to know me just a bit better. So as you guys can see by the title, today I am going to be talking about how I got my ancestral calling, and how I basically became a traditional healer. But I don't want to waste time on the intro. I'd just like to get into the video, but I'd like to remind you guys to please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and also check me out on my Instagram. Okay, so this happened to me years ago. It was like 4 or 5 years ago, if I can remember properly. So I was 13 years when everything started. I was in primary. I remember when I was in primary, when I was in school, I would just randomly pick up stuff on the floor. Usually I'd pick up marula seeds, the marula seeds. Yes, I would pick up those things and I would bring them back home and I would dry them so that they could be dry. I don't even know why I did that, understand? And then I took that seed with me everywhere I went. I don't know why, like I was just so attached to that seed. I keep on asking myself, why was I really doing that, but I don't know why, but I was just doing it anyways. And I still have the seed even today. So I used to keep it in my pencil case when I went to school, and everything, it was just my protector. For me, I believe that thing was protecting me, or how, I don't know. I just told myself that this thing is gonna protect me. So time went by. A year later, I was in grade 8. Things started happening in my life, I wasn't doing well at school anymore. I didn't have the energy to go to school anymore. I always wanted to be at home the whole day. I didn't know why, but I just wanted to be at home the whole day. So I discovered this at the time. I didn't go to school that day. I was still in grade 8. I didn't go to school. I remember I stayed at home and I slept. I slept almost the whole day. I was in bed the whole day. And then I started having like really weird dreams, And then I started getting scared because I didn't understand what those dreams meant. Understand? Like I was just so scared. I even told my mom, I even told my family about everything. So, okay, it wasn't serious then because they just thought that it was just random dreams. You understand? And then that year, like October, I started being sick, like really sick. I would go to school, and then they would call my parents to come pick me up. Like I couldn't go to school for a full whole day. Like I couldn't. It just didn't happen. So I just fostered Torkia Skolong so that I could write my exams and get over and done with grade 8 so that I could pass to the next grade. Cool. When I was in grade 9 in the beginning, I started being even more sick. Like started even being more sick at school. Like I would pass out randomly out of nowhere. I would just feel, I don't know, like that feeling was just something else. Like I didn't feel like I belonged there, and I would sleep in class. Whenever I slept, I used to dream of drums and all those things. Or when I was at home, sometimes I remember I was sitting on a sofa and then my legs just randomly started moving. I don't even know why. Like it was like I was dancing to like drums and all of that. So I started telling my mom about this thing. I was like, yo, mama, this thing and this thing is happening to me. I don't even understand why it's happening to me, and then my mom finally decided that, we need to go consult with someone because this thing is really getting out of hand. Like I was missing school. I didn't go to school at all, guys. I'll go to school once a week. Like that was it. Like if I went to school, I wouldn't last for a full day. They would call my parents to come pick me up because I passed out or something happened, all of that. So we went to consult with someone, and then that person confirmed that I did have a calling, a spiritual calling, and all of that. So from then, I spoke to my parents. Like my parents spoke to me about it. They're like, okay, so they told you this and this and this and this and this. And then they asked, do you believe in that? I'm like, yo, I don't know. Like I don't know, like I like at first I didn't really accept the calling, because I kept on asking myself, you know, how are people gonna see me now? Like, you know, my life is going to change. You know, I used to tell myself all of those things. So that's why at first I was in denial, so I didn't want to do it. Now time went by, everything started getting worse. Like I collapsed every single day, understand? So finally my parents were like, you know what, you're finally going, you are finally going, you need to answer to your calling. And even me at that time, I was like, you know what, I'm actually tired. I just want to live a normal life again. I don't want to be going out with my friends and passing out of nowhere, or just doing some weird things, because I know people say it's weird, but like, yeah, that's what happens. So I was like, you know what, I am going there. I went, and then I got my traditional healer. Luckily she was my aunt, like my mom's younger sister, so it was like close to home. It wasn't like going to somebody who's random that I didn't know, that I felt uncomfortable around. It wasn't that case. Like, she was my aunt. And then we got there, you know, there would be drums, you know, then we do all of those things every single day. And then from then I actually basically started seeing light in my life. You know, I just started seeing improvement in my life, understand? So after everything, like after I started with the calling, with my rituals and everything, I started getting better. Like, I was able to go to school, I wouldn't pass out, I was just a normal person. Like, you understand? So my training, let me just call it training, it took 6 months. I started in June of 2017, and then I ended December 2017. That was the last time, like that was the period that I was at my training. But I used to come to school, so it was like I didn't stay there full time. I used to come home so that I could be able to go to school. So yeah, and then in December I was finally done with my ceremonies. I had answered to my callings. I have accepted myself as a new person. And then now I was actually getting ready to, you know, building my indumba. No? We call that in Soto. Like the traditional house. I'll call it that. I don't know what to call it in English, but yes, it's that. And then last year in April, yes, that is when I finished with my calling. Like, I did a big ceremony here at home. I went to get all my traditional herbs. I am like, I am healed. I am able to go outside and not pass out. I can go outside and not see weird things like I used to before. You understand? So what I would say is, like, at first, when, like, in the beginning when I started everything, like, I used to get a lot of judgment, especially from people that I was close to. You know, they would tell me that these things are like demons and all of those things, that I needed prayers, that I needed to go to church and all of those things. But then one thing that I can say is that these things will never stop you from going to church. Like, once you're done with everything, you can fully go back to church. I used to go back to church before the lockdown. Like, I'd go to church, everything was fine. I do read the Bible, and I still do pray. So it didn't affect my Christianity part, you know, and all of that. So it didn't change anything about that. It's just that I needed to answer to my calling, and that was it. So it didn't affect me in any way. But then one thing that I can say is that these things will never stop you from going to church. Like, once you're done with everything, you can fully go back to church. I used to go back to church before the lockdown. Like, I'd go to church, everything was fine. I do read the Bible, and I still do pray. So it didn't affect my Christianity part, you know, and all of that. So it didn't change anything about that. It's just that I needed to answer to my calling, and that was it. So it didn't affect me in any way. One of the hardest things that I've had to face after my calling, or like during my calling, is that I used to really get a lot of judgment from a lot of people, especially people who were really close to me, people that I really trusted, and people whom I really called my true friends, and all of those things. Like, I really got judged. They would, you know, I feel like I was not in the league anymore. I felt like I wasn't wanted anymore. But that was never gonna stop me from answering to my call. I understand. But I just got over that. I was like, you know what? it is what it is. Like, they can take it their way. As long as I'm okay, I have fully healed, I am good, like there's no problem with me, then I'm fine, you know. So yeah. And then again, what I'd say is that at first, when I started with this thing, I thought it was really going to affect my life in so many different ways. Like, I thought it was just the end of me. Like, I was just going to be a traditional healer and nothing was going to happen. But it's not in that case. Like, it's not in that case. All you need to do is just answer to your calling, and then you will be fine. Your life will be back to normal. You won't miss out on anything. Like, today I can still bath and look good and just slay, you know, and then, you know, keep it sharp. I didn't know what you could still do more, you know, in your life and all of that. So yeah, guys, so that is basically my story of how I became a traditional healer in a way. And you know, yeah, today I am a traditional healer. I'm a happy person, and I do help people from time to time, and I am so grateful to have this calling. I mean, it is truly a gift. It is truly a gift to be able to help somebody who really needs your help. Understand? So yeah, thanks guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys just learned a bit about me, you know, and all of that and yeah. So please guys, do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to like, comment, and also check me out on my Instagram page. Peace out.